Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel. This is Romani Fire. You can find me on Instagram at Romani_fire. Today we are doing your June monthly reading. We are doing a general and a love reading. I've already shuffled these cards, so I want to get straight into the reading. Sorry, my cat decided to jump up on here and there's literally cat fur on here now. Sorry, back to you guys. So let's have a look and see what's happening for Capricorn in the month of June. You have the Two of Wands. So I feel like you literally have the world in your hands. The question is, what are you going to do with the world in your hands? And I think that if you pay attention to the colours in this card, they're very dull. You would think that having the world in your hands and being able to do pretty much whatever you want and being able to manifest anything you want, you'd think that you would have a lot more of a brighter surrounding energy, if you know what I mean. But it seems like maybe having the world in your hands is more of a responsibility at the moment. And if you pay attention to the guy's hat, it's like the only thing in this card that is like a bright colour is the guy's hat, and it's red, and red is connected to the root chakra, which is all about like instinct and intuition and creativity and all that kind of stuff. So you could be having some really creative ideas, but you just don't have any idea how to actually get them, how to actually make them happen. It's like you've got everything you need, but you don't actually know how to use the tools that you have at the moment. And you know, like maybe what you need is if you do look at the colours here, he's got like a brownish cape on, and you know, this kind of orangey brown suit thing that he's wearing. And instead of there being vibrant colours, they're actually very earthy tones. So this could just be a message for you guys to get more grounded in your energy. And I feel like by being more grounded, you will be able to then find like a stable ground to set like a foundation for you to fall back on almost, and to move forward on. You know, when you've got a solid foundation, it doesn't matter where you go, you've always got your foundation. So I feel like for you guys it might be more of a, it's like you've got every opportunity that you need, but you need to really ground yourself in that energy to understand how it all works. When it comes to your work, finance and education and stuff like that, you have the Nine of Swords, and I'm not surprised. Again, I feel like drawn back to this card, it's like you've got all of this great stuff, but you have no idea what to do with it. And I feel like if you are working at the moment, I feel like you may have just been handed your notice to say that you may be resigning, or maybe they can't afford to keep you on anymore, or it could just be that maybe you are the one that wants to leave. But I feel like the energy is more like you've been told that they can't afford to keep you on, or they don't want you to work for them any longer. And that's giving you a lot of stress, because obviously finance, you have bills to pay and stuff to do, right? So I can understand why you're stressed out, and it's giving you sleepless nights and you're worried and stuff like that. But the good thing about this is you already, like, if you gave yourself the time to use everything that you already have, you could actually end up possibly working for yourself. Or if you do find another job, you will be working in something that you've always wanted to do. And I feel like at the moment you're not really working in a place that you enjoy. And I think the fact that you may have been fired or sacked, or you've handed in your resignation, is a sign that you are 100% over whatever's happening in your work life. And that's fine, because, you know, bring it back to this energy here, you've got the whole world in your hands. So once you understand that and what you're capable of and what you can bring to the table, you'll start moving a lot more quicker, and this energy will soon disappear. When it comes to your thought process, your communication, you have the moon. So I feel like you're not really being truthful with yourself at the moment. I feel like you've caught yourself up maybe in a lie or two. It doesn't have to, well, you know, the easiest word to use is lie. I feel like you've just been deceiving yourself, and I feel like this kind of comes back again to this energy, in a sense that you kind of know what you've got, you just don't really know how to use it, and it's kind of confusing you. Maybe you don't want to come to terms with the fact that your work life is failing. Maybe you don't really want to come to the terms of the fact that maybe you don't really know what you're doing. Whatever is going on with you guys, you really, and I feel this so intensely, like I wish I could show you more how intense the energy of this moon is. It's like you really, 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 really need to start being more truthful to yourself. When you are more truthful and living in your truth, you will unlock everything that you need to unlock. This world that you have in your hands will literally just be a massive manifestation of everything that you've ever wanted. But if you're not going to be truthful with yourself, you're just going to keep looking at the world in your hands, and you're just never going to do anything with it. So when it comes to your plan of action and your passions and you're moving forward, you have the Three of Wands. So that's good. So you go from the Two of Wands and you go to the Three of Wands. So I feel like once you do get to this, you know, to start being more truthful and honest with yourself, and to, you know, stop hiding and start, you know, what I'm trying to say is just be honest with yourself. The more honest you are with yourself, the more freedom you give yourself, and the more you move from not really knowing what you're going to do with this world to literally waiting for the opportunities to come in, because you've gone from like manifesting them and now you're just waiting for them to happen. And this guy waits for his ships to come in, and there's what, 1, 2, 3 ships that I can see here. So you've literally gone from just holding it in your hands and looking at it to manifesting it and making it happen. But you have to be patient in that process. Like you can't rush the process. And maybe what you're trying to do is maybe you're trying to rush the process, which is why you're ending up like this when it comes to like your finances and stuff. Maybe you're really rushing the process, and because nothing's happening, it's making you feel really anxious, and it's stopping you from sleeping and resting. And if you don't look after yourself right, you're not going to be no good to anybody. So just be more patient and understand that what you've got in your hands will turn into something great, but you just have to take the blindfold off, and you just have to be very honest with yourself at the moment. The word that keeps coming up, and I really hate repeating myself, so when I start repeating myself, you'll notice that I'll say it. So the word that keeps repeating is be honest with yourself. And I feel like that's the key from going to 2 to 3. So, you know, when it comes to your emotions and your relationships, we have the Knight of Swords. And I feel like you could just be like going all over the place, and I'm not sure you really know which direction. You're just going in a direction and just hoping for the best. The Knight of Wands, you know, you may be like when you're talking to people, you may be talking to people in a very fast manner. You're not really like connecting your mind and your mouth at the moment. You're just kind of talking just to talk. And you know, when you're moving so fast like that, it's hard for people to catch up with you and to understand what you're talking about. So I think when it comes to like your emotional stuff, just kind of like slow it down a little bit. Understand, like, I feel like you just want to get whatever it is out. Like you want to get out of the way. You just want to get it going. You would just want to move it. You just don't want to. You don't want to have that sitting in your body. You just want to get it out. And I think that when you act like that, you're acting out of fear, maybe, and that fear, when it comes to other people, can be seen as quite intense. And I'm not sure they really know how to handle that. So when it comes to like relationships and stuff, they may be looking at you at the moment like, are you okay? Like, I'm not really, like, you're not really making much sense, but like, what's happening with you and stuff like that. And I feel like you're just kind of like, no, I'm all right, I'm just doing what I'm doing, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, and just slow it down, be more patient. You've got like the Three of Wands here, and he's very patient when it comes to actions. And I understand that emotionally, you know, you want things to happen fast, and you want all this stuff to just go, but the reality of the situation is, at the moment, you're just not ready. You're not ready for what's in front of you. So just be more patient and just do the work that needs to be done, so that you can end up, because you do, I'm going to repeat myself again, you do go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. So whatever this is, it does manifest into something great. You just have to be more patient with the process. So Capricorn, I hope that resonated with you guys in your general reading. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a look and see what's happening in your love life. I've already shuffled these cards, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Sorry, I just took a cat hair off here because, like I said earlier, my cat was on here. So let's see what's happening in your love life. You have the Queen of Wands. So this could be that you are attracted to a fire sign, which could be a Leo, Scorpio, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and they really have caught your eye. The problem is, I feel like for you guys, you're not really sure how to approach this person, because they're very confident and they're very self-assured. And I feel like to some degree, because you're not in the right mind space and emotional space at the moment, that kind of frightens you a little bit. So you're kind of like looking at this person, and if you're in a relationship with this person, you could literally be looking at them in awe, like, wow, this is my partner. Look at how great he is. They're just amazing. You know, they're always there for me. She or he has always got my back. They're just like this amazing person, and you're really kind of in love with them. But I feel like you know that you can't piss this person off, because they will not put up with your bullshit. Like, they just won't put up with your crap. And I think inside you kind of like that, because it means that it keeps you on your toes, but at the same time it kind of makes you worry a little bit about, oh, what if I actually do accidentally step on their toes? And then when you step, I mean, she's got a cat at her feet, right? So if you step on the cat, what happens when the cat gets stepped on? It screams, it meows, and it probably will attack you. So yeah, but I think you like that energy. I think it turns you on a little bit. And I feel that there's some work to do, and I feel like that work has actually got nothing really to do with your partner. If you're in a relationship, I feel like that all comes down to you, because we have the Eight of Pentacles, and you know, the Pentacles is Earth. You're a Capricorn, you're connected to Earth, obviously. So I feel like all of the work that needs to be done here is actually on yourself, because again, if we look at the Queen of Wands, she has her shit together, she's confident. It's no gender specific, it can be a man or a female, but the energy of this character that's in your life really has their shit together, and I feel like you don't. And I feel that that's making you panic a little bit, because you feel like you may be punching above your weight a little bit when it comes to this partner that you might have. And I feel like you're really working, like you really want to start working to better yourself, so that you can sit happily beside them, instead of constantly worrying about not being able to keep up. The Four of Swords, I feel like, I don't really, I mean, you could be experiencing like a fear from, like when I talk about that you're worried about keeping up with the Queen of Wands, like that character, that person in your life. I feel like the Four of Swords, it kind of reminds you of the past, because you have like the three of Swords in the mirror, like in the window here, and it's almost like you don't really want to put a foot wrong, because you're so worried about the past repeating itself that you actually just don't say what you want to say. You just kind of go, okay, well, if that's how it's got to be, then that's how it's got to be, and I'm quite happy with that. And that's quite surprising, I feel, for you guys, because usually you don't really give a fuck. So I'm quite surprised that you have that kind of feeling. But I feel like it's good though, because it makes you want to work on yourself, and it makes you want to better yourself, because you know that this is the person that you actually want to be with. If you are single and dating, you could be attracted to a fire sign, so a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aries, and they're really making you work for them, you know, like they're really making you work to date them or to get their attention and stuff. Like they're not just going to hand you a date on a plate. Like you've got to work your ass off to get to them, because you look at this person and you know that this person just ain't someone that you're going to mess around. So I feel like if you are dating, the person that you are currently dating, or the person you have your eye on, is a very self-assured and very confident person, and you can't come to them with anything less than great, you know. Like you've got a, and I'm not saying that you have to buy them flowers or come with a fancy car. I'm talking about you have to have your shit together, and I'm not talking about material. And I know earth signs, it's all about material and all that kind of stuff, but fire signs or this kind of character, they don't care what kind of jewelry or clothes or car you're driving. What they care about is that you are stable in yourself. If you're not stable in yourself, then they're not gonna give you the time of day, because they are very comfortable in their own skin, and they don't want to be the mother. They want to be the queen. Like they want to be on their throne. Like they want to just, you know, they want a partner. They don't want to be like a parent. So if you're single, I feel like this is a time for you to really get to know yourself, and I feel like that's just a repeating message for everybody today that I've been doing the readings. And it's just really working on yourself, and working on yourself to a point where you actually become this kind of energy. And, you know, it may mean that you have to look at the past with the Three of Swords here, but that doesn't matter, because we all need a period where we have to go off and figure out who we are, what we want, and I feel like that's what you're doing with this Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like you're really working on yourself, and I feel that the outcome of that will literally be you in this kind of energy. You will be so comfortable in your skin, and you would have healed all from the, you know, from the past traumas and stuff like that. And when you reach this stage, you will attract literally like your ideal partner, and it won't take long for you to attract that person. So Capricorn, I hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comment section below, and I shall see you in July. Bye.